The Enchanted Bookshop. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of a bustling city, there stood an unassuming bookshop named the Enchanted Bookshop. It was said to be a place where stories came to life, not for children but for grown-ups who had forgotten the magic of bedtime tales. The shop was run by an elderly gentleman named Mr. Samuel Barnes. He had a kind smile and twinkling eyes that hinted at the many stories he had encountered in his long life. The shop had an aura of warmth and tranquility that attracted weary souls seeking solace in its pages. One cool autumn evening, a woman named Emma wandered into the shop. She was a grown-up, but her heart felt heavy with the burdens of adult life. She had heard whispers about the magical bookshop and decided to see if it could offer her the solace she sought. Mr. Barnes greeted her warmly and asked if she had a particular book in mind. Emma, not knowing what to expect, replied, "I'm not sure." Maybe something that can help me escape from reality for a while. Mr. Barnes nodded knowingly and led her to a cozy corner of the shop. There, he handed her an old, leather-bound book with the title, The Secrets of the Silver Forest. Emma opened the book, and as she began to read, she was transported to a magical world. The story unfolded before her eyes, and she found herself walking through the silver forest, where the trees shimmered with silver leaves that twinkled like stars. It was a place where worries and troubles melted away, and only wonder and joy remained. As Emma read on, she met a wise old owl who shared his wisdom with her, a mischievous squirrel who made her laugh, and a gentle stream that sang lullabies as she rested by its banks. The more she read, the more she felt a weight lifting from her shoulders, and she realized that this story was helping her escape from the worries of her own world. Hours passed like minutes as Emma delved deeper into the enchanted tale. When she finally closed the book, she felt rejuvenated and grateful for the respite it had provided. She returned the book to Mr. Barnes and thanked him. Mr. Barnes smiled and said, "Remember, Emma, stories have a way of healing the soul. You're welcome here anytime you need a break from the troubles of the world." Over the following weeks, Emma visited the Enchanted Bookshop regularly. With each new book, she embarked on exciting adventures, learned valuable lessons, and discovered a sense of wonder she had thought long lost. One evening, as Emma was browsing the shelves, she noticed a book titled, The Journey Home. Curious, she picked it up and began to read. This time, the story was about a character who, after many adventures, found their way back home. It spoke to Emma on a profound level, reminding her that no matter how far she roamed, there was always a path leading back to herself. Emma closed the book, her eyes misty with tears. She realized that she had found what she had been searching for all along, an escape that had led her back to her own heart. She thanked Mr. Barnes once more, knowing that she wouldn't need to return to the Enchanted Bookshop for a while. She left the shop that night with a heart full of gratitude, a newfound sense of peace, and a smile that seemed to carry a hint of magic. And so, the Enchanted Bookshop continued to weave its enchantment in the lives of grown-ups who, like Emma, sought a moment of respite from the demands of adulthood. For within its pages, they discovered not only captivating tales but also the timeless magic of bedtime stories that helped them find their way back home. As for Mr. Samuel Barnes, he continued to greet visitors with his warm smile and twinkling eyes, knowing that the power of stories would forever be a source of comfort and wonder for those who stepped into his little haven of magic. And so, dear reader, whether you are young or old, may you always remember the enchanting power of stories and the joy they can bring, even in the most grown-up of times. Sweet dreams and happy adventures await you in the world of words and imagination.